Have you ever noticed that the moment you stop picking up every call, the moment you stop saying yes to every request, the moment you stop showing up for people who never show up for you, something strange happens. You're suddenly the villain in someone's story. But here's the truth. When you stop being available to everyone, you finally become available to yourself. And that changes everything. Certainly, here are the 6 key points explained clearly and cohesively without using any subheadings. When you're always accessible, constantly replying, always showing up, and never saying no, people begin to see your time and energy as endless resources. It stops being a gift and starts being an expectation. Over time, you're no longer appreciated for your presence, but simply counted on to be there. The moment you step back, you start to notice who truly valued your presence and who simply relied on your availability. Choosing not to be available all the time isn't an act of rejection. It's an act of redirection. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve your growth, you're making space for something that does. You stop living reactively and begin living intentionally. Being unavailable allows you to align your actions with your values, instead of spreading yourself thin for things that drain you. When you begin setting boundaries, not everyone will cheer you on. In fact, those who benefited from your lack of limits might be the first to push back. They might accuse you of changing, becoming distant, or acting selfish, but what they're really saying is, I'm uncomfortable with you prioritizing yourself. And that's okay. Growth often reveals who was only around when it was easy for them. Creating distance doesn't mean you're shutting people out forever. It means you're becoming more thoughtful about who you give access to. Boundaries help you show up more authentically because you're not engaging out of guilt, pressure, or habit. They allow you to preserve your energy, your focus, and your peace. And that means your connections become more meaningful and less draining. Your energy is limited and deeply valuable. Every task, conversation, or interaction either restores you or depletes you. If you keep giving to things that leave you empty, you're not just burning out, you're losing touch with yourself. Protecting your energy is one of the most important forms of self-respect. You begin to make choices that fuel your growth instead of feeding your fatigue. When you take a step back from the constant noise of obligation, something powerful happens. Clarity. You begin to see who you are without the pressures of others' expectations. In that space, you can reconnect with your voice, your goals, and your purpose. And that internal clarity becomes the compass that guides real transformation in your life. Not louder, but quieter. Not busier, but wiser. These insights show that becoming less available to everything external is how you become more available to everything that truly matters. And when that shift happens, everything around you begins to change too. Start saying no without guilt. Start stepping back without explaining. Start protecting your peace like your future depends on it, because it does. You don't owe constant access to anyone. You owe yourself clarity, purpose, and freedom. Be brave enough to become unavailable to the noise, so you can become fully available to your growth. Your energy is sacred. Guard it. Your time is valuable. Own it. Because when you stop being available to everyone, you finally become available to the life you were meant to live, and that changes everything. Your life is yours. Live it.